Hey guys, what is going on? This is Wrestlelamia back with another episode. While many future endeavored WWE superstars go on to work in other promotions, some just walk away from the industry entirely. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at 9 recently released wrestlers who gave up on wrestling and 2 who are teasing a comeback. Jack Swagger. While the All-American Jack Swagger, aka Donald Hager Jr., enjoyed a strong push early on in his WWE career, including a reign as ECW champion, winning the 2010 Money in the Bank ladder match and subsequent cash-in to become World Heavyweight Champion, his later years saw him falter, with Swagger eventually asking for and obtaining his release in 2017. Swagger hit the indie circuit and then went to work for Lucha Underground, winning the promotion's Lucha Underground Championship. Swagger is now focusing on a career in mixed martial arts, working for the Bellator promotion where he currently holds a 2-0 record. Ely Twins. While wrestling twins aren't unheard of, one need look no further than the Bella Twins, they're still a rare commodity in wrestling, which is why Gabriel and Uriel Ely likely caught the WWE's attention, leading to the promotion signing them to NXT. Unfortunately, they didn't last long as Gabriel was released in 2018 and brother Uriel followed him as well. The Ely brothers have been absent from the wrestling scene and their current whereabouts are unknown. Eva Marie. Eva Marie, aka Natalie Coyle, began working with the WWE in 2013, quickly jumping to the main roster as the manager for the Bella Twins and appearing on Total Divas. While Coyle had talent as a fitness model, actress, and fashion designer, her in-ring skills were seen as lacking by many fans. The WWE sent her to NXT to improve, but her return to the main roster in 2016 didn't show much improvement. After a wellness policy suspension, Coyle claimed she submitted her paperwork late for an Adderall prescription, thus incurring a strike. She seemed focused on her outside interests such as fashion design. Eva Marie was not included on the 7th season of Total Divas, and she parted ways with WWE in August 2017. Since then, she has spent her time in Hollywood and appeared on the 2019 edition of Celebrity Big Brother. In 2017, she discussed her relationship with the WWE during an interview with Rolling Stone. "I have such a great relationship with Vince McMahon, Paul Triple H Levesque, and Stephanie McMahon. They gave me an opportunity to step away and film these 2 films I have done already. And you never know when that relationship will come back, so I might appear at SummerSlam or WrestleMania. It just so happens that the wrestling craft, you have to be able to give yourself 110% to that. And then with acting, you have to do the same. So we decided together that with the films going back to back, I'm going to put my efforts into acting and growing that way. And then you never know, All Red Everything could come back and snatch that title." Although Coyle stated she might return, there's been zero evidence since 2017 of a return to the ring, either in WWE or elsewhere. CM Punk. Wrestling's straight-edged superstar had a spectacular run in professional wrestling, whether it was his time in Ring of Honor or his World Championship reign in the WWE. CM Punk won over the WWE Universe and left them with many happy memories, but unfortunately for Punk, his time in WWE left him with many bitter memories, whether it was dealing with backstage politics or what he saw as a company that ignored his well-being. Punk finally reached an impasse with the company and walked out, vowing never to return. Punk has kept that vow, instead working in MMA and some work in comic books. While rumor has it that a masked Punk showed up at an indie show not too long ago, he hasn't been seen in a ring yet. Fans hoping for Punk return to the ring are anxiously awaiting AEW's All Out event, hoping Punk may make a surprise return there. AJ Lee. April Mendez was a female wrestler who did things her way and with her own style, winning over the WWE Universe with her unique personality and entertaining matches. While Lee didn't fit into the WWE's cookie-cutter format for female wrestlers at the time, she persevered and became successful, whether it was working in angles with wrestlers such as John Cena and Daniel Bryan, or winning the Divas Championship on 3 separate occasions. Lee overcome what some might see as workplace harassment, see our recent news videos where AJ Lee discussed her backstage problems with management, and became a top star. After her husband CM Punk left WWE in 2014, Lee continued working in WWE, but eventually chose to leave in 2015 after she suffered permanent damage to her spine. Since then, Lee has kept busy, including authoring her memoir Crazy is My Superpower, which became a New York Times bestseller. She'll also be in the upcoming horror film Rabid. Bronson Matthews. College football player Joshua Brettel broke into WWE in 2015 after winning Tough Enough that year, scoring a one-year contract with the WWE. However, Brettel's career saw him quickly ostracized by several wrestlers on the main roster when he mocked the social outcasts in a tweet. Working as Bronson Matthews, he never broke out of NXT and was released from WWE in 2017. Eve Torres. Eve Torres Gracie parlayed a career as a dancer and model into a career as a WWE diva, first winning the 2007 Diva Search and eventually winning the Divas Championship 3 times. Eve participated in an angle alongside John Laurinaitis as his executive assistant, working as an authority figure. Torres retired from the ring in 2013, but continues to make appearances as a WWE ambassador. While Eve Torres no longer wrestles, she's been keeping busy. A recent article by Mike Mooneyham indicated, a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Torres married Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner Rener Gracie in 2014 and gave birth to her first son in 2015. A second son was born last August. Torres, 34, who has a degree in industrial and systems engineering, serves as a spokeswoman and head instructor for Gracie Women Empowered, a self-defense class at Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Academy. According to the Gracie University website, Women Empowered is the official Gracie self-defense program for women based on the techniques of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. In this 15-lesson program, we will teach you how to neutralize the 20 most common attacks, ranging from having your hair grabbed to being pinned to the ground by a weapon-bearing assailant. Each 1-hour Women Empowered lesson addresses 2 techniques. You can start the program at any time and participate in any class without previous experience. It sounds like Eve Torres is doing some great work and seems happy doing so. Batista. After a successful main event career, the Animal Dave Batista left the WWE in 2010 after expressing his disgust with the way the company was being run. However, in another case of never say never, Batista returned in 2014, winning that year's Royal Rumble and earning the WWE Universe's jeers despite being booked as a babyface. With fans wanting to see Daniel Bryan in the WrestleMania main event rather than Batista, the WWE was forced to turn Batista heel, and he didn't stay around long, leaving WWE after WrestleMania 30. While Batista was disappointed with his 2014 WWE stay, he wanted to go out with one more match at WrestleMania before concentrating on his blossoming Hollywood career. In 2019, The Animal returned to challenge Triple H in a brutal no-holds-barred match at the Showcase of the Immortals. Batista has vowed he'll never return to the ring and seems to be faring well in Hollywood. For those who think The Animal might return, Batista had this to say to Chris Van Vliet. "This is a real wrestling retirement. I am done. My in-ring career is over. I would love to go back on the show because I love the company and believe in the product, so I would go back and go on the show. If they ask me to go into the Hall of Fame, I will. But I will not have another wrestling match. I will go broke before I have another wrestling match, and I will not go and work for another promotion." Adam Rose. Raymond Lepon worked in the WWE from 2010 to his release in 2016. Best known for his run as Adam Rose, an enthusiastic party planner who teamed with the costume character simply known as the Bunny and had an entourage that followed him around known as his Rosebuds. Unfortunately for Lepon, 2 wellness policy violations and a domestic violence case, which was later dropped, likely made for tumultuous times in WWE, and in 2016, Lepon requested his release. Lepon received his release and went to work on the independent circuit as Aldo Rose, an edgier version of his party host character. In March 2019, Lepon announced his retirement from wrestling and worked his last match on 14 June 2019 at a show for Atomic Revolutionary Wrestling. Teasing a return. Cameron. Ariane Andrew competed in 2011's Tough Enough competition, and while she didn't win the event, she did win a WWE developmental contract, going to work in the WWE's Florida Championship Wrestling developmental territory where she worked as an announcer. Ariane would eventually work in the ring as Cameron Lynn before hitting the main roster in 2012 as one of Brodus Clay's Funkadactyls. Cameron eventually teamed with fellow Funkadactyl Naomi in the ring, taking on duos such as Tamina Snuka and Oksana and the Bella Twins. Cameron eventually segued into singles competition but would find no championship success. After a short time in NXT, the WWE released Cameron in early 2016. Since then, Cameron has pursued an acting career, appearing in the TV series Odd Man Out and the miniseries My Girlfriend is Black. In May 2019, Cameron released a video stating she intends to return to the ring, but so far, there's been nothing further. Alex Riley. Kevin Kiley spent several years in Florida Championship Wrestling before he appeared on NXT's second season, where The Miz mentored him. While he didn't win the competition, he soon worked alongside The Miz, eventually becoming his stunt double, wrestling on his behalf, and interfering in The Miz's matches as needed. Riley seemed to be in for a big push when he split from The Miz and began feuding with him. However, Riley lost the feud, and his career never seemed to regain any momentum. A stint as a color commentator from 2013 to 2015 was supplemented by matches at house shows until Riley returned to the ring on the main roster in 2015. During an appearance on Jim Ross's podcast, Riley blamed John Cena for his career plummeting. Ryback would discuss Riley's situation on his own podcast, alleging, "John would sit back there and bury Riley in front of everybody for no reason, and Alex Riley is f***ing money, and he was money from day one. Busted his ass, had awesome theme music, worked his ass off, went out there and got a reaction from the people. But because of John Cena, and I swear to God, because of John Cena, his career is over in the WWE for no f***ing reason outside of John and his personal issues. Unbelievable." The WWE released Riley in 2016, and like several former wrestlers on our list, he's focused on acting. However, Riley took to Instagram in May, announcing, "I am coming back, and when I do, I am bringing a #union with me. #John Cena's bus, #God." However, there's been no further word from Riley. There you have it, 9 recently released wrestlers who gave up on wrestling, and 2 who quit but are now teasing a comeback. Would you like to see any of these wrestlers return? Be sure to leave your comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time for some more wrestling content.